Live. Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. And it's with great excitement that I bring you this video. So a big shout out to the developer of this core, which is the mighty Jotego, right? One of my favorite developers out there, if not my favorite developer. I don't like to say my favorite developer, but he's definitely the guy that got me into FPGA gaming because of his excellent CPS1 and CPS2 cores, right? And since then, I've had so many arcade games. We had the NEO-GEO Pocket Monochrome, and now we have the NEO-GEO Pocket Color, guys. Now, I've got to send a massive shout out to Jotego, which I did, for trusting me with this release before it hits beta, before it hits prime time, right? But I've also got to send a massive shout out to all the people that helped me with the channel in the background, right? People like Big Al. Big Al is just a very, very patient guy. He was helping me set up this stream and just gets parts of this core working, right? So I've chosen the Analogue Pocket as the platform that we are going to be testing today. Had a little bit of issues trying to get it running on the MiSTer, so I didn't want to spend too much time doing it on that. I spent a long time getting this working on the Analogue Pocket, and it's not because there was any issues with the core, it's because I done a dim whip move and I didn't actually have the beta file on the root of the micro SD card, right? Which you need in order to access betas or alphas, right? So that was a dud move on my part. And also my 512 micro SD card for the Analogue Pocket just decided to just die. So that died. That kind of sucked a little bit, but you know what? It's not the end of the world. I've got other micro SD cards. A big shout out to Toya as well from Jotego's Discord. He's always very, very helpful. And as well as that, Terminator 2K2. Guys, thank you. I wouldn't be able to run the channel or do all the things I do without your help, right? So anyway, let's go into a game. So I wanted to run with Last Blade, so let's run with Last Blade. So Last Blade is a fighting game. It's fantastic. And before we kind of begin, all right, let's get to, okay, let's go story mode, right? And I just want to say hello to everyone that's in chat. So obviously Alan D, Michael De Lima, how are you doing? Gaming in Still Life, okay. Daniel Cortez, yo, Drew BA77. We got a full house, man. Nozomu Itu Shiki, hello, how are you? How are you doing? Elaine, welcome back, man. So guys, we should be in for a good stream, right? So let's have a look at this now. The Last Blade is a fantastic fighter, right? And I'm going to apologize if I keep calling fighters beat 'em ups, right? I'm just very, very old school with that, so I don't know what these slots are, right? And I'm kind of glad I'm playing this hooked up to the TV. Controversial opinion, I've never been the biggest fan of the control, the joystick little nub thing on the NEO-GEO Pocket, right? Let's pick this guy, kind of, maybe he's the Ken or Ryu in here. Wicked. Hey, Nathan Atro, how you doing? Abby Jams, welcome to the stream, man. Wicked. So guys, right, got to give a plug out to Jotego, right? Because if you want access to beta cores and you want to support FPGA core development, there's a link to Jotego's Patreon in the description of the video, and it's also on the top right of the screen. I kind of like doing those little, the little top right that you're seeing there, you know, pointing people towards my Discord and the developer, and just kind of messages out there and whatnot. Okay, did I do that move? Wow, I just done a combo by mashing a button there. I kind of like this game, right? Because mashing the button is my speciality. So guys, this is, if you haven't played this on the NEO-GEO core, play this on the NEO-GEO core. It really, really is a good game. It's got a very, very good parry mechanic. I've never ever played it against another human. I've only played it against the CPU, but I imagine there's a lot in that game. There you go, I just did a dragon punch there. And guys, this is a good core, right? Haven't had much of a chance to play it. This is where I'm going to be playing it as well. And guys, remember, what you're going to see here isn't reflective even of the beta that will potentially release tomorrow, right? As far as I know, Jotego is planning to release a beta for Patreon supporters tomorrow, right? But one thing that I've learned in FPGA gaming is surprises. Delays can happen, last minute issues can arise. So I can never ever, and I'll say it, I'll never ever speak for Jotego, but you know, if we're talking from a historical standpoint, or if we're talking about what Jotego's kind of put out, and he's put out a tweet off, you know, more often than not, Jotego delivers, right? So hopefully this will be ready for you guys tomorrow, right? Those of you that are Patreon supporters. Now, I get it, not everyone is on the Patreon. Some people don't have the finances to do it, and some people choose not to do it, and there is nothing wrong with that, guys, right? You know, you can wait for the public release whenever that public release will come out, right? That's absolutely fine. Now, if you just wanted the NEO-GEO Pocket color code, that was your jam. That's what you bought your Analogue Pocket or your MiSTer for. You could just join the Patreon for 1 month, grab the files you want, and you could cancel your Patreon membership and join again when you want to. It's completely up to you how you go about it. If you want early access and you want to help testing, it's very, very much worth joining Jotego's Patreon. It brings exceedingly good value. Now, I'm hoping I do get the MiSTer core running. I am doing a spat of night shifts, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 of them. And when I do night shifts, I'm kind of brain dead in between. So, but hopefully if I get a chance to do like a MiSTer video, I will do one later. So I wasn't sure what this was going to be because I was at work when I got access to this, and I wasn't able to do much with it until I got home. So I was like, okay, let me do it as a MiSTer and Analogue Pocket because it is coming out for both, and then I'll choose a platform. So Analogue Pocket is our platform, so there's going to be no MiSTer footage in this video, right? It's going to be Analogue Pocket. But guys, if you want games, right, if you want the games, we've got games here. Now I'll show you the list of games. So here we go. So here is USA A to Z. So I'm gonna run this, but let me kind of go through and just show you the games. Now some games may not work, some games may have issues. Remember, this is before the beta. I guess this is, if I have to give it a name, this is likely an alpha before the JT Friday beta goes out. So yeah, do expect some issues, but this was a really good game. It was like, we're not really gonna play it, right? Oh, okay, sorry, I forgot. So what we need to do is, let me take you through the whole process of currently how you get the games working, right? So let's exit the core, right? So here we go. So we exit the core. Let's head over to Open FPGA, and you know, mad props to the Analogue Pocket. It is just such a fantastic device, man. So we're gonna go over to NEO-GEO Pocket Color. So once we go through here, right, we just run through all the processes. And when setting this up, guys, I didn't have the beta file on this. I didn't have access to the controls. Bit tired after work, I couldn't work it out. So again, Big Al, thank you for your patience. Dude, seriously, cannot thank you enough. So glad that I met you, so glad that you're a friend, right? So when you first initially launch up the core, if you guys remember the monochrome one, it kind of launched like this. So you kind of go through the setup, right? Just pressing button A. English, yes, because as much as I'd like to, I can't pick Japanese. I kind of like this green color. It's nice and bright. And then you kind of go, okay. Then it's going to set you site, time and day. And you know what? Let's party like it's January the 1st, 1999, midnight. Right, here we go. So once we've done this, right, now it may, if we pick the game, it may well load that game, or it may go into that horoscopy kind of setting, which it has, right? So if we press what would be the select button on the Analogue Pocket, right? So you've got the analog button and the button on the left of that, right? I like calling it select then and start on the right, old school. So let's press that, right? That resets the system. So once you reset the system, guys, you go over, you press the analog button, you go over to core settings, you go to load cartridge, and let's load Biomotor Unitron, because from what I remember, I think it had like a good kind of intro, right? So that's that. Someone was asking, William was asking over on Twitter. I did answer that tweet. Now the games that you need that I'm using on the Pocket are .ngc files. They're available on archive.org. That's a set that I grabbed this morning, and that's the set that I'm using, right? And just to kind of show you the set, I'm not going to load something, but when you go to set, look, you've got US, you've got Europe, you've got Japan, you've got betas, demos, revisions, game series, collection, hacks, homebrews, and translations. So that might be the most comprehensive collection out there. It was, what were the old Smoke Monster the Smoke Monster packs, but now they're called like HTBG or something, right? Now, guys, for all you Pokemon people out there, right, if you want to play a Pokemon type game, this is that Pokemon type game, and it's for the NEO-GEO Pocket, or the NEO-GEO Pocket Color. Right now, I'm very biased when it comes towards handheld gaming, right? So, you know, you've got a nice choice of characters. Because this is a handheld system, I kind of want to rock this. I want to rock this on a handheld, right? So I'm going to be a birdie in here, and let's just give it a quick name. So if anyone watches the video later, okay, what am I doing here? All right, I'm just going to go with, yeah, okay, cool, okay. And again, like a fantastic game. Yeah, oh, we'll run Sonic, Al. Al Wicked. Let's have a look at some of the chat. How do you organize open FPGA calls? So use pup data. Pup data will do most of that for you. And there's also an option in the analog menu itself that says organize open FPGA cores, and Pupdate does quite a bit as well. There's a big shout out to the updater team as well, right? Retro Driven, Matt Panella, and Neil Morrison, right? Which is Retro Driven's Pocket Updater, Pocket Sync, and Pupdater. All three of the guys are awesome. They do a lot of work. The Analogue Pocket has a great community, guys, right? And also the FPGA Gaming Discord, right? Best place for Analogue Pocket. I don't think I've left a link in the description of the video. Sometimes I have a banner in the top right as well. I haven't on this occasion, but it's a really, really good place to hang out. So let's have a look. So okay, so this was Biomotor Unitron. Let's see. Okay, so it did let me skip it, but guys, this is a Pokemon type game where you're kind of, I think it's robots and you do parts. My brother was really into this. Like, he rinsed this on the system. It's one of the games he bought. So, and that's you know, that's when I played it. But guys, this is a great system, and it's amazing to get an FPGA core of this. Like, seriously, like, I know a lot of people have been waiting for this for a long time. It's something that it was highly anticipated. And I was, you know, when I got this, right, when I found out I had access to this via Jotego, right, I was at work, and honestly, I was thinking about saying, boss, can I go home early today? But I don't really like exploiting that at work just in case I have a real emergency, right? So this is going to be a text-heavy game. Alan mentioned Sonic, right? So what I'm going to do now is, rather than quitting the core, I'm going to try and just reset the system by pressing the select button. So I'm pressing select now. That's reset the system. Now let's go into load cartridge, and let's see if we can load the game without actually resetting the system. So Sonic the Hedgehog, guys, I've had a long day, well, having a massively long day at work. I was actually covering my boss, one of my bosses at work. So I was actually working, I was getting paid more and working less hours. That actually kind of felt good, but it has been, wow, that was loud. Let me turn that down. That Sega was blasting. I kind of need to keep an eye, because I guess some games will be louder than others. So let me have a look at some of the chat while this kind of intro runs here. I'm trying to put the music a little bit louder so it's not too low, right? So we enjoy this stuff. Hey man, is it me, or have the MiSTer prices dropped on eBay? Right, okay. So Mike Wolf, maybe the prices have dropped because all these clones are going to be coming out. The QM Tech clone is already out, right? Taki's clone is hit by delays, and that's why I say one thing I learned about FPGA gaming is delays are pretty much inevitable, right? Mars has pretty much, when was it? It was supposed to be out. Okay, Q1 this year. That looks like it's going to be out next year. The Replay 2, those guys are a little bit behind targets as well. Wow, that's loud. As well as that, what else have we got? The Taki Udon stuff has been delayed. QM Tech have made the clone, their clone boards, right? Okay, is this, hopefully it hasn't crashed. I didn't press a button there or anything, so okay, so let me load. Hold on, did something happen there? Okay, I thought it flashed there for a second. Right, so let me go back out of the core now. I'm going to try and load Sonic fresh to see if that runs. So NEO-GEO Pocket Color. Right, okay, so Sonic the Hedgehog. So we're going to have to go through that whole intro part again, right, and just do the setup. Because every time you launch it, you're going to have to do this, right? So I wonder how saves work on this, actually. If you want to play something like Biomotor Unitron, how the save's going to work. Okay, so we'll go red this time. Okay, so date and time set. We go, let's set that. Right, so that's finished. Let's press it here now. So now I want to run Sonic again. I want to try and get into game because I wasn't playing it there and it kind of crashed out there. So let's just try and run Sonic again. And again, what I do like about the Pocket, generally remembers the last game you picked for that core. Rest in. Okay. Yeah, let's see when it comes out. I mean, I do speak to Taki from time to time, whether openly or Discord or whether via DM. So I should be getting a Taki clone when it's kind of first available, so I can kind of run it on the channel. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. But you know, I've already got two MiSTers, right? So I can wait. So it's not like I don't have one, right? Okay, so this is running really good, guys. So that was quite funny though, right? Because during the demo, the attract mode, it kind of crashed out there. So has he got his oh no, let's take the front boots. Ah, okay. Wow, that's fast. So this was a good game. This was a good game on the system, man. Wow. Oh, you know what? I want to be invincible. Yeah, try and get me now, Spikes. Haha, you can't touch me. This is supposed to be a very good version of the game as well, from what I understand. I know the Game Boy Advance version was really, really good as well. Now, I guess that this was more head-to-head with a Game Boy Color, right? And maybe from a technical standpoint, some of the stuff here looks better than it would be on the Game Boy Color, at least for sure. From a technical standpoint, this may be the better machine, right? But yeah, on the Game Boy Advance, it was a good version of Sonic as well. But I was always a Mario guy. But guys, this is really, really good, and I can't encourage you guys enough. You know, if you want access to this, you know, check tomorrow. Hopefully, it will be a beta release on Jotego's. I can do the spin as well. It'll be a beta release on Jotego's Patreon, which means you guys can be enjoying this as well. You know, I don't when I get stuff, I don't often get it massively early. I did get X-Men the Alpha. I don't know when X-Men's gonna release, but this is a big treat, right? As much as I like arcade games, right, which are fantastic, my first love above everything for the MiSTer FPGA is the arcade cores, right? And I love the console stuff as well and computer stuff, right? You know, I'm enjoying the Amiga on it, the SNES, the Saturn is one I absolutely love. But when you get a computer, right, core, you just get a whole bunch of games with it, right? Don't you? It's not like you get an arcade game, you get one game, or you know, you get an arcade system, you might get more than one game on there, right? But generally, let's say one game at a time, a couple of games at a time, 2, 3, 5. But man, when you get a console, you get every game that's available on that console, right? So, you know, I can imagine if you're a fan of that console, especially if you're a kid and you couldn't afford a lot of the games. I know we can play stuff on software emulators now, right? But, you know, getting the FPGA version of it, it feels like you've got that game that you always wanted, and you've got potentially the best version of it, right? Bar original hardware to some extent. So, and it's amazing to have this. So Jotego, I think, has said, when I did an interview with him when he came on the channel, I think it was the NEO-GEO Pocket, which he said that it's not really his jam, right? He prefers doing the arcade systems. He prefers leaving consoles to developers like Robert Pape or SRG, right? But he committed to this, and I think, you know, don't quote me on this, I think the Atari Jaguar was something that he may work on at some point as well. So, but I think after that, it's going to be like, look, I'm not going to take on anything regarding consoles. I'm going to focus on arcade games, and you know what? That's good enough for me, right? You know, when it comes to the MiSTer's life cycle, especially, and when you're talking Analogue Pocket as well, guys, you know, even though newer, more powerful machines can come, when you look at the MAME catalog, when you look at Final Burn Neo and all these emulators, there are so many games out there. And this is something core developer Wickerwacker spoke about, saying there are so many games out there that just haven't been ported, or haven't had, sorry, not ported, but haven't had an FPGA core developed, right? You could go on for decades developing cores for it. There's just so many games out there, right? But guys, let me run another game. Has anyone put another game out there? Let's have a look. Yo, Cuckoo, how you doing, man? Good to have you always, man. Ryan, how you doing there, buddy? Good to have all the regular crew here. I guess we've got some new people as well. So guys, welcome to the channel. Sonic's there checking his time. Now I'm going to try and just reset the system and load a game every time. Oh, actually, so when I set my color, that screen goes a different color. That's interesting. So no one's really kind of mentioned the game. Now, I did find one issue with a game, and that was this one here, because this is one of the games I picked first. And let's see if we can kind of get into the game. But the graphics on this were kind of broken, right? So it kind of booted up and it didn't quite feel right. And when I tried to get into game, I could see like layers and sprites, and you can see it straight away there. There are some issues there. Yo, Ori the retro gamer in the house, man. So glad you catch the stream. Guys, Ori lives down the road from me, man. So at one point, we're likely going to meet up in the arcade, right? But for now, you know, thank you for dropping by. Absolutely amazing. So this is SNK versus Capcom. I'm going to keep spamming the button to see if we can get into game. Is it only the intro stuff that's like that? So what I'm going to do now, because I just want to see if this works, because I ran this while I was running the core, and for best case scenario, it's better to load the core fresh, right? So let's just load that fresh and kind of go through. Sorry guys, you're gonna see this beginning part quite a few times, right? So, you know, when you first launch the core, we're gonna go through, yeah, we're gonna go through the cycles. That's that. Okay, I want his flagship, really? Okay, I don't see. Yeah, so that flagship sounds good, right? I mean, yeah, it's gonna have a nice little display on it. I think It's definitely bigger than a 7-inch, right? That's what she said. But yeah, that sounds good. Like a handheld. I'm more interested in a handheld, but a portable one sounds wicked. I mean, I've got a very good portable setup with capturing equipment, and I've got like a 10-inch laptop, so I've got quite a lot of that stuff. I'm kind of good with it. So let's try and load this now. So I need to like focus a little bit here sometimes. But yeah, yeah, having like an all-in-one would just be fantastic, right? So let's go load cartridge and let's go SNK versus Capcom. So I really like this game. This is something I play when I go around my cousins with a link cable onto NEO-GEO Pockets, and I always hit combos by him. And the reason I don't like the nub controllers is when I try and move it down back, I'm actually moving it to the left, so I end up eating crouching combos, right? And you know, to kind of further go my point there, when you buy the Pac-Man game, it came with like a little round thing that went around the stick, so you wouldn't get those diagonals. You'd get clean up, down, left, right movements, right? So guys, I don't generally think we need to reset the whole core, because I'm pretty sure when I go through here, it's going to crash again. Yes, we've got the same result in the end. Yeah, oh yeah, mate, the Pocket's wicked, Ryan. The Pocket's wicked. Like, okay, when a MiSTer handheld comes out, and if Taki delivers on that, right, it's gonna be amazing, right? Because you've got a whole lot more stuff there. The whole thing is open source, but I still like the Pocket a lot, man. For a lot of filters and a lot of the stuff it just does it really, really well. So we've got Metal Slug. Someone said Metal Gear in chat, so that was in my head. Now the first mission, this is interesting, right? Because this is some of the games are backwards compatible, right? So when some of the games are backwards compatible, what happens is they run on the monochrome ones and they run on the color version of the console, right? Which is great, right? Absolutely great. But it's interesting to see, because I know in my head what the monochrome version looks like. I still remember what it looks like. So let's have a look at what this looks like with the color. Right now, number 2 is a color only game, so we'll see how number 2 looks as well. Now, Metal Slug are just fantastic games. Yeah, Jinkman, I absolutely love the Pocket. Bit gutted today that my 512 micro SD card just died. I think there's no coming back from that. But I've got 256. I've got a couple of Pockets. So yeah, I just took the micro SD card out from the other one. And again, mad props to Big Al, man, who was helping me. And I was doing something so dumb, and he was like, dude, you know, have you got the beta file on your other micro SD card? And I didn't have it, so I couldn't kind of access this alpha core. Wow, okay, so there's a big difference between this one and the black and white one, right? So the black and white we looked at in the last stream, and yeah, definitely, to be honest, the black and white one does have its charm, right? Definitely has its charm. I like the way the graphics look on the black and white one, because it kind of reminds me of e-ink a little bit, right? When you're playing it on here, it's almost like you've got a Kindle that you're playing games on, right? With I guess a better refresh rate. But guys, mad props to Jotego, man, for getting this done. I remember for a long time he hit a dead end, and there was some bugs he couldn't squash, and then he decided to take a different approach and just restart it from the beginning, right? And that just worked, man. It's just worked, and this feels really, really good, man. For those of you guys that do support Jotego over on Patreon, hopefully this will come out tomorrow without any issues. Right, that landed on my head. Yeah, and you know, if not, then cool. Like, you know, if there is anything, I think this will be out tomorrow, right? Again, can't speak for Jotego, but he did tweet saying it will be ready for next JT Friday. And I guess somewhere in the world it might be Friday, but we go with Spanish time because that is where Jotego is, right? So let's just kind of jump across here. I got a fantastic game, and again, like, this is stuff I like playing on a handheld, right? For me, the Analogue Pocket is where I will play this. This is where I'll play. Now, there's a way of getting bombs. I can't remember how you get the bombs. There was a way. Was it 2? Was it? No. Okay. It was quite intuitive. I can't remember. There was a way to get grenades somehow. You can still ride vehicles in this, guys. Honestly, this is such a great system, man. For other handheld fans out there like me, like where I love my Game Boy stuff, all my Game Boy stuff. Actually, every handheld out there. I like the PSP. I like the 3DS. I like the DS, Nintendo, Sony, whatever. If it's handheld, I'm interested. Apart from mobile phones, I've never really been into mobile phone gaming. The only mobile phone gaming I've ever liked is when you've got something like something that like a strategy game, like a, not an RTS, like a turn-based strategy. Like I played a few of those on the mobile because you don't really need controls for that, right? You can click stuff, but anything like this, like an action game, can't do it with touch controls, man. Touch controls just suck. I know some people can play really well with them. I just feel like they're a different generation. But let's load up the second one now. Let's just try and go straight into it, and hopefully it will just boot for us. What we'll do is I'll have a look at some of the chat. Yeah, Jinkman, I just saw that there. Yeah, no worries, my bro. I said Metal Gear as well, and I kind of blamed you, but I think I would have said Metal Gear anyway. You actually had me thinking, was Metal Gear out for this, right? Portable, so Fligden is saying portable with dockability video out would be sick. So as far as the Taki clone goes, from what he said, he has actually stated that the portable MiSTer will have like HDMI out, right? That's something he wants on there. So he's going to put the game sound up a bit so you guys can hear it in all its 8-bit or 16-bit glory, wherever it is, right? So Taki has said it's going to have HDMI out, right? Which is fantastic. You've got your handheld device, you plug it into a HDMI device, absolutely super duper, can't go wrong with that, right? But he also said they're leaving some pins available, and at a later stage they will bring out a dock, right? Okay, so here's something here. When I'm leaving something in attract mode and I'm not pressing any buttons, right, which we did with Sonic, it seems to have oh, that didn't crash, that just, the screen just went black there for a second, right? Okay, so again, remember, this isn't reflective of the final product. This is even before it hits tomorrow's beta. Likely there'll be some more work done to it, and the beta is still a testing period, right? But we are playing stuff on here, and the playing does feel good. So we're at a good place already, right? And I guess, what's that song? Things can only get better. Was that D-Ream or something? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm curious now, right? Was this, let's just go through it through the whole cycle again now. Run number 2 from the beginning. And when we run it from the beginning, I'm not gonna let it go into attract mode or anything. I'm gonna start playing it straight away. Oh, what? We've got Chris in the house. Chris is Retro Gaming. Where is he? Where is he? I must have missed him. Yo, Chris, how you doing, man? Wicked. Chris in the house. Yo, Mike Jackson in the house as well. How are you, Mike Jackson, man? Mike Jackson is OG as well, man. Wicked. Let's go blue this time and set date and time. So guys, I don't think this saves at any point, right? So that there's no point in putting the right date and time every time, unless you've got a lot of ADHD or something and you kind of have to do that. So let's go load cartridge, and it was second mission, and let's see if that just kind of runs in. Yo, wicked. Oh, Chris is Retro Gaming. Yeah, here we are. Hey, Alan D. He says hey to Alan D. Sorry, I'm reading that. Hey Chris, how are you doing? Right, what's going on here? Why did that load? Okay, that's being a bit weird. Okay, let me reset the system. I had to reset the system. My bad. I'm sure you get used to it once you start playing it a bit, right? Wicked. Wicked, yeah, nice, Mike Jackson. Always good to have you around, man, and always good having your kind of input, because I always see you kind of helping people with their technical issues on Reddit. I don't go on Reddit too much, but I do pop on there from time to time. Sometimes I find some very, very surprising stuff out there. So let's have a look. So let's try and load a game, and hopefully it's not gonna crash. It's gonna run, right, guys? I'm all for taking requests. Just fire them out. Chris, don't throw me with that game that may potentially have adult content in there, right? I'm not gonna. I wanna keep it clean. Who remembers that stream we done? Was it PC Engine or something, or PC Engine CD, or it was one of the ones in there, and there was like some homebrew game called Hawaii Girls, and all of a sudden it was porn, and I had to go and edit out my stream, like Crime Watch, like a fizzle it out, like what was it? What's it called? Like put like blur across it, right? But even from the blur, you can kind of make out what is going on. Monkey don't want to see. Okay, so we've got some games that have issues, right? I might have to go through this replay after and go, look, Jotego, I'm actually playing. You can hear the firing, right? I've got it quite loud actually. Wow, that's gone loud for that game. Sorry guys, where the volume goes up and down, it kind of varies from game to game. So one, it might be low, I'll turn it up. Then another one like this, or like Sonic, it went really, really high. But we're firing we're jumping, we're doing stuff, we're just not playing. So it doesn't seem really like we need to quit. We can just reboot the system by pressing select. Let's have a look. Oh, no, nice fresh, wicked, man, nice one. Yeah, I like cakes. Okay, that's okay. What are we doing here now? Okay, that's reset. Okay, if you press it twice, right? Let me press it again. You press it twice, it kind of goes into that NEO-GEO splash screen, right? Well, that's just me being impatient. Let's look at the game. So let's go to the top, right? Bust a Move. Now I'm colorblind, but I know a lot of people like Bust a Move. Bust a Move is a good game. Check Mega Man Battle and Fighters. Okay, is there a Mega Man game out for this? I didn't even know, to be honest. But cool, we can definitely check that out. So, but right now we're doing Bust a Move. Let's see how good or bad the color blindness goes in. Okay, there's one, two. What? There's 3 colors there. So if there's like a yellow and a green there, so I can only see 3 colors. I can see like a red, a blue, and like a yellow color. But I'm pretty sure there's 2 colors there because there's usually 2 colors that I could get confused by, and I can't play with them, right? So that one looks like that one. Yep, it does. So far, so good. But like Megadeth say, so what, right? That looks like that one. Yes, my color blindness is all good, unless it is just 3 colors. Because I know they always put like a yellow and a green, and they just look off to me, man. Okay, but yeah, this is a good. I mean, this is a good. It's a fun handheld version. But to be honest, we have got superior versions of this game to play already. So depends on how much you like this game. If you had a lot of nostalgia for this game, you might want to play. Or maybe it is only 3 colors, right? Maybe I'm just thinking, you know, every time there's 2 colors that are close. Oh, there must be 2 colors close together because that did not go. Oh, actually, I can see a difference there, I think. Yeah, so not for me, right? Just need very, very different colors. Right, okay, what are we putting on? This is colorblind madness, right? But you know what? Because I'm colorblind, I can't possibly be a racist. All right, that was a dad joke. I've been using it for years. Okay, so Mega Man, right? Was there a Mega Man game? Okay, there's no Mega Man here. Let me go into the European folder. Okay, we don't have it here. We've got Geo Pocket Japan, and in Japan it'll be Rockman, right? Have we got, okay, Rockman Battle and Fighters, right? Okay, see, I do know stuff sometimes, man. Hey, Red 5, how are you doing? I love that name, my boy Wedge Antilles. Was Wedge Antilles Red 5 actually, or was that one of the other ones? I can't remember. Okay, yep, you've definitely made your point there. Okay, Pac-Man, yeah, Chris, we can do Pac-Man after as well. Guys, if you do write the games in block capitals, it kind of stands out if I kind of need to go through chat or flick through any of it. So, what we're doing here. Okay, let's go with one. So they released this, right? I think they released this for the Switch. They released, like, I'm pretty sure they released this. So, okay, cool. Again, interesting, right? I remember the arcade game, like the Mega Man Fighter. I never got into it because I'm obviously more into like the Street Fighter fighters. But someone said to me, look, there's a certain way you need to play it, and you need to get into it. You need to understand like what you're doing. It never really clicked. Never really played it too much. It was definitely good to have a look at. Zion Farm, how are you doing, man? How are you doing? Wicked. Right, let's. I thought I was gonna fight a piece of wood there. You know. Okay, is that his pattern? Okay, this is interesting. So I guess it's like just boss fights for Mega Man, right? Rather than thinking it as a fighter, just think of it as nothing but the boss fights. Again, this is a very, very good game, man. It's very, very polished, very, very good. And you know, as well as having a bias for handhelds, I have a strong bias towards Capcom, man. Capcom, if I had to pick one game developer out there, one game company, publisher, developer, Capcom, without a doubt, Capcom. You know, after Capcom, it's Konami, right? Not because of stuff they're putting out now, because Capcom are still going, right, and they're still going strong. It really is. Oops, is he gonna kill me? I think I'm gonna kill him. Yeah, Konami. You know, Castlevania, Metal Gear. To be honest, Castlevania is the main one that I like from them above everything. There's other stuff as well. They were smashing it, especially with a lot of the arcade stuff as well. But man, that was amazing, right? Yeah, do you know what, Mike? Yeah, get on there, man. Get on there and get this core. Yeah, the tennis was good on this. I think Ryan. I think everyone did have the tennis game. Oh, okay. You know what? We didn't try screen filters, did we? Oh, there's no screen filters running on it. Alan, I know you've been playing this with the adapter, haven't you? You've got your adapter. Let's run. Let me. I'm going to load the same game again, right? So I know you've got your adapter with. Yeah, I know you've got your adapter with the core, so you've been enjoying that. But yeah, this one doesn't currently have filters. Well, at least now when I tried swapping over, I couldn't. Ryan, I'm really looking forward to Monster Hunter Wilds. I want to get myself a more powerful PC because I'm demoted to a 1660 Ti, which I think will be dated by the time Wilds comes out, especially if I want to stream it, right? And I'm not going to take one of my kids' PCs. They're rocking 3060, 3070, and so we're going to do number 2 now. And 3060, 3070, and a 4070, right? Let's pick a different character. Oh, wow, okay. This guy's big. Kind of reminds me of Optimus Prime. Okay, we'll go, I don't know what Ro-chan is doing there. That reminds me of Kit Drinks from the MiSTer FPGA Discord. A big shout out to you. Okay, let's fight against Batman over here. 50. Yeah, do you know what? So do you know what I don't need? So Fligden, I don't need the 5090, right? I'd love to get a 4090, but when I'm looking at the laptops, the cheapest I can find it for is about 2,500, and I can't justify it because, like for example, when I was using my 3070, the only thing I did on it was retro stuff. I didn't play it. I didn't play any modern games on it. All my modern games, I'm only playing on like the Steam Deck or the ROG Ally, right? I'm so into handheld gaming, right? And also the fact that I spend so much time in front of my workstation in my bedroom, right? My laptop, that do so much YouTube stuff and so much work stuff that well, I don't want to play a game on it. It's just, it feels like work, right? You know, it's not really my recreational thing. The most recreational thing I do on there is when I do live streams, kind of facing away from everything. So I would want to get one to maybe stream some Monster Hunter Wilds to see how that kind of goes, because if I play it, I'd rather stream it, right? But I think like if I can get like a 30, is there a 3090 or 3080 say, or if there was a 3090, which I'm sure there was, right? And I want a laptop, so I can just take it when I need to go and work somewhere else. So a 3080 kind of minimum, 4090 would be excellent, and hopefully the prices of those laptops can kind of go down a little bit, so I can think, okay, I'll get that. I don't need the latest and the greatest, right? I just need high settings, 60 FPS, so I need it to be able to stream at the same time. Yeah, 36. I mean, I didn't use it for the stuff. It was nice to have it, and even the 4070 was overkill. But I did. Let's run another game. Did someone said Pac-Man, didn't they? So when I had the 4070, I downloaded Monster Hunter World for it. I put it on the highest settings, and then I downloaded the HD texture pack. So I got it to, you know, I tried it out and I was like, wow, this looks fantastic. But I never really actually played it more than a hunt. I have played Monster Hunter recently though on the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally, because a few of my friends are getting into it in kind of preparation for Monster Hunter Wilds. So I kind of jumped in and just kind of gave them a hand with it. You know what, Nathan April? Yes, absolutely. I genuinely think it's going to be amazing. Right, Pac-Man isn't booting up, and just for the sake of it, let me just quit the core again and try it fresh in case that does make a difference, because you know we are kind of testing the core here, and so there will be some troubleshooting. So yeah, I think Capcom nailed it with Monster Hunter. I tried getting into it so many times. I remember first seeing it on them kind of demoing it on the PlayStation 2 and thinking that's amazing, but I never really played it on the PS2, right? I started playing it on the PSP, but it never clicked. And then a friend of mine got into it on the 3DS on 4U, and I tried playing it, and he kind of talked me through it and taught me quite a lot of stuff about the game. And I was like, okay, and that was it. For one whole year, I played nothing else, right? With the exception of Street Fighter, because you can play Street Fighter. Oh, sorry, so you can play Street Fighter, right, with your buddies. That's a competitive game, right? But I played nothing but Monster Hunter 4U for a whole year, and then when World came out, I smashed that. I'm not a big fan of Rise. Rise just feels like a mobile game, man. I've tried liking it, just not for me. Sorry guys, just gonna have a bit of my drink. Okay, well again, so that proves we don't need to reset the core every time. We can just reset the system with select. because whatever crashes we're getting when just resetting the core or when completely exiting the core seem to be exactly the same. So we just need to reset the system. So sorry, Pac-Man isn't working. Let me see if any other requests are standing out. So hold on. Who's that? I can't even see your name. It just says A there, lowercase a. Display modes came to OpenFPGA ages ago, so they're just not available for this core. This core is just in alpha, and I'm sure they'll come to this core as well. They're available for pretty much 99% of the cores, right? Most of them have display filters available already. Make sure you update to the latest version. Use Pupdate to get all of them to work on every core. They're available. They're available, right? So someone said Pocket Tennis was a charming game. And you know what? You are right. It is a charming game. Yo, we have random gaming moments in the house. How are you doing? Yeah, sorry about that, dude. Pac-Man's not on there. But far away with another game, man. Random gaming moments, man. He's like my... from a financial perspective, man, that guy's the biggest supporter of the channel. He's on like on my Patreon and a channel member, man. So you know, where people say money can buy you love, money can definitely buy you love. And I also like the guy because he's a nice guy. So regardless of the financial support, which I super duper appreciate. So random gaming moments, anything you want, and that goes for anyone as well. You can get whatever you want. It's not the financial thing, but when random gaming moments comes up, I do get very, very excited. Right, okay, what are we doing now? Did I launch it from the beginning, or do I need to go through the setup again? Need to pay attention. Yep, I need to go. Let's go and launch that game. Sorry guys, I wasn't paying attention there. No worries, my bro. Always good to have you around. So let's go load cartridge. Pocket Sports Series Tennis. So the tennis game on the Game Boy is really nice as well. And that's one that I feel looks really good with that red pinball matrix filter. But guys, this core overall it's looking good, right? What have I done here? I wasn't paying attention. Is tennis not working? Let me exit the core and go again and focus. I blame random gaming moments. He kind of threw me off by just turning up. Right, okay, so handheld, NEO-GEO Pocket, color. Okay, let's go in here. Let's go through the phases. Yeah, no, Prime 1, exactly. So different systems, different consoles, different systems for emulating or simulating different systems. Like I love the Analogue Pocket for all the Game Boy stuff and everything there. The Steam Deck, I like playing like the modern games. Monster Hunter World works really well on it. And I do use emulation on there for stuff that isn't out on FPGA consoles like the Analogue Pocket, right? So let's now load that. So hopefully this will load now, right? So core settings. Yeah, Steam Deck. Do you know what? I like the ROG Ally as well, right? But the Steam Deck's definitely a better machine, right? The ROG Ally, the D-pad on that is such trash. I'm thinking about going on the GPD Win Discord and seeing if anyone wants to exchange it for like a GPD Win 4. I'll even put money on top, right? Because it just, the D-pad on it just sucks, man. And I want to play retro stuff. I was filming footage for, what's that game? Okay, so the tennis game isn't working. Right, Shadow of the Ninja Reborn, fantastic game, man. Really, really good game. I've done like the midway boss. I've done the first boss. Then I kind of stopped playing it, but I need to go back and play it. It's a really, really fun game. So I was playing that on the ROG Ally, but the D-pad is so trash. I'm getting like false diagonals on there, man. It's terrible. It's a very, very bad D-pad. Did we get anything out there? Just messing about with you, random. Charisma. Right, okay, let's go. Okay, everyone likes what is it, Turf Masters, right? So we can do a little bit of Turf Masters again. Sorry, gonna have to go through that whole setup thing again, and hopefully we'll get a game that doesn't crash with us or anything. So we should be good. So let's. So I realise the buttons on this are quite loud. Whenever I check the replay for anything, I realise the buttons are loud on the controller that I'm using. Hence why right, it's really cool now. I can stream a little bit later at night, right? Because my wife is what happened there? My wife, she sleeps downstairs with the boys in the front room. The boys just absolutely love to do adventure night, right? They like the mattresses down. They like to watch, I don't know, their cartoons till late and they chill. It just means I've got free run to stream and do whatever I want in the bedroom. Oh, you know what? So Ryan, I bought the Ambonic Arc S, and it is very good for 6 button fighters, man. And Linux, I bought the Linux version only, and the Linux version, yeah, it plays well. I like that handheld, man. Like I'll play fighters on that, and I have to be completely honest here. I can't, for Analog Pocket, I can't enjoy fighters on there. Capcom 6 button fighters I can't do. I can do the SNK ones with 4 buttons quite well, but the D-pad on the Ambonic is better. It's got a Saturn style D-pad, which is better for fighters, as well as that it's got 6 face buttons. So yeah, it's very very good for fighters, and it's worth picking one up, right? It's cheap. It's unique as well. I've not seen any other handheld like it, right? So it seems to be one of a. Yeah, the Ambonic Arc S or D, whatever it's called. I bought the Linux one. The D-pad on it is really good, but I have to say, after a while of using it, when I press right or left, one of the directions, the D-pad kind of gets stuck a little bit. Down, but then that issue seems to have resolved itself. So I had it for a while, so that's gone. But the D-pad might not last that long on there, but while you do play it, you will have fun, right? You've got 6 buttons like a bloody arcade stick, man. So if that's how you used to playing Street Fighter, because it's weird for me using shoulder buttons. I play a different way on a 4 button pad with shoulder buttons. If it's got 6 buttons on there, but the worst thing about playing it with 6 buttons, right, is let me run this game as well while we're chatting. So the worst place about playing it with 6 buttons is I can't hold it like a controller in my hand. I have to tap the 6 buttons with my fingers because of the muscle memory I've got with an arcade stick, right? Because you don't press buttons on an arcade stick with your thumb, right? You press them with your fingers. So on that 6 button one, I have to adjust to playing with my thumb, where I'm used to playing with my finger all the time, right? With my fingers, sorry. So here we go again, like very very charming. This is really good. Expect some really bad golfing now, guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too bad. So I've got 2 Analog Pockets. The one of the ones I've got I feel has got a better D-pad than others, because on one, when I try and jump forward from one player's side, he kind of jumps up. But on the second one I got, the D-pad's better. So I don't know. Oh, okay. I've even probably gone with the wrong. Okay. So we want to go. All right. I'm just gonna take one shot and go out, because let's just go straight. Yeah, whack it out. Nice. Okay. Well, at least it didn't go in that sand pit, right? Okay, let me go into another game. Has anyone said any game down here? Feels big. All right. Okay. Yeah. So like less powerful systems, I'm less inclined to do them on the Steam Deck, right? But more powerful ones, yeah. Like I like playing like GameCube stuff on this sometimes. I tried playing Wind Waker again the other day. I will play that, at some point. I hope they release like a new version for the Switch. Right, Samurai Shodown 2. This didn't work for me earlier. I really hope it does. It's one of the games I'd like to play. And the guy that done the translation, his Twitter like ID is The Price of Reason. I think his name's Jeff, right? He was talking about this game, right? And he made some really, really good points, right? He said this is actually a very, very good and tactful game, but you're not going to get that experience of it playing it on a software emulator. It's original hardware, or I guess now an FPGA core. But apparently, it's very, very good. And that guy really does know Sam Show games. I mean, well enough to actually go ahead and do a translation of the game. Chris's Retro Gaming, Fantastic Night's Dream coming up next, right? Oh, okay, so this is working. Oh. So I imagine. So I've got one kick button. Okay, I don't know what the other button is. Is that parry or something? That looks like a. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, I've got burst. And I know Chris's Retro Gaming absolutely loves the Cotton games, right? They're some of his favorite games. When the Sega System 16 came out, it was like, yep, I'm playing Knights. I think he actually sent me a picture on Discord saying, look, I'm playing Knights. He absolutely loves the Knights games. Okay, so Huamaru 1, this is running nicely. Let's go into, is it called Fantastic Night's Dream? Okay, so Fantastic Night's Dream. Okay, maybe it's going to be a Japanese only game. Yep, here we go. Japan, nice. Wicked. Oh, nice, nice. So Al and Chris both like Cotton, right? Cotton's just fantastic. I even played the new one. The new one's not all that, the kind of 3D one. It's not great, but it was worth checking out. Is it gonna come on? Give my thumb a track mode. Never mind. I wonder how much this goes for now. I bet this is quite expensive. Oh, okay. Oh, wicked. In Euroroms, wicked. I've probably got the same set as you, Chris, as well. So it's likely that. Oh, wow. Okay. No, honestly, like, right. So imagine now. Okay, if Pokemon wasn't a thing, right, and now you had the choice. You're in the shop now, right? And right, so you're in the shop now. Pokemon doesn't exist now, right? Because okay, let's say even Pokemon exists, right? You're in the shop and you've got the choice of getting this. You've seen like 5 games on this, and you've seen 5 games on the Game Boy Color, right? Do you go with this or do you go with a Game Boy Color, right? And I expect most of you guys to say Game Boy Color because it's got stuff like Pokemon in there, it's got Mario in there, it's got like franchises that you love, right? But then let's say, for example, it didn't have those franchises, right? You didn't have Pokemon, you know, because Pokemon was literally Game Boy crack. It was, everyone was hooked on it, and it's a better thing to be hooked on than crack, because from what I hear about crack, it's very Moorish. Well, Pokemon's very Moorish, but it doesn't destroy your health. So if we didn't have Pokemon and all these games, would you have bought this thinking, because let's face it, back then graphics were a big factor, right? I mean, graphics are still a decent factor when buying a console, right? But would you have thought, no, I like the graphics on this, I'm gonna go for this one right here, right? So okay, am I playing badly on purpose? Probably not. So I wonder which one you'd go for, because I'm trying to think here now. Like, you know, I've always been into fighters. So if I saw the good fighters on here, I would have gone, you know what, I think I may have gone for this, right? If the two were side by side, because I didn't get into Pokemon until I was much, much older, man. You know, I was at the age where I was DJing and clubbing, and I was like, no, I'm not playing this stuff. This is for kids. You know, it was all about image back then. We were actually talking earlier, I was speaking to a colleague at work about how vain we all were when we were young. You know, everything had to be designer. You know, we had to kind of show the name, the label of what we were wearing, so everyone else could see it, right? And now, man, I'm just so, you know, I still try and dress all right most occasions, but I'm quite happy wearing Primark stuff, man. It doesn't last that long, to be honest. So you do kind of get what you pay for, but I'm definitely not into designer stuff anymore. I just think it's too much, and I feel too guilty buying it. My missus buys me stuff once in a while, but I think that's just because she doesn't want me going out looking like a hobo with her sometimes, or what she considers a hobo, right? But just for the record, I'm not one of those guys that wears string vests, right? That's not me. I've never really been into string vests. They don't feel right. One of my uncles, every time I go around there, guy's got a string vest on. He wears a string vest underneath. You can see it through his white shirts. The guy's like obsessed with them, right? Let's run something else. Dark Arms, yep, no problem. I just spotted that, so we can run Dark Arms. Let's go back to the USA version. You know what I might even end up doing? I might even try after Dark Arms. Maybe we can try. We could try some of the other ones, like the prototypes or translations. Now, if I remember this, is this like the RPG game where you enter a building when you first kind of start, like a kind of bird's eye view type of thing. So, again, interesting. And guys, massive shout out to Jotego, man. Like, Jotego, thank you, dude. Like, I appreciate you trusting me with this stuff early, man. It gives me really good content as well, and it gives me good stuff to try. Like, seriously, guys, I was excited. What is it, me with the colors off, or was that just the flashing that I saw? Yeah, this game is banging, man. Well, what's versus mode? Oh, that might be 2 players. So yeah, I think I tried this when doing like a weekly news video. I was looking for a game. I kind of tried this again. Like, look at that. It looks like Skeletor's cousin from He-Man. Actually, talking of Skeletor, someone showed me these. There's a YouTube channel that does like Skeletor giving advice and just kind of talking. It's very, very funny, man. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have seen that, right? So I wonder how saves will work in this for a game that actually saves. I'm pretty sure. So I imagine you may have to go through the whole setup, but once you're in game, the save will load. Again, not really too sure. We can try and create a save, right? Because most games that ask for your name at the beginning have a save, right? I'm talking about most of them. There's a few arcade games that ask you for your name at the beginning, but you know, yeah, I remember. I can't remember this. I'll talk to that guy. Is there a save button somewhere? No. Okay, I'll press start. No. So this would have been great back then, you know, like your kind of adventure game. So we're going up here now, right? Yeah, see, this is a good game. This would have been something different, right? You know, you're shooting this stuff here. Maybe there's an element of adventure in there. I don't really know, right? Oh, I'm out of bullets. Oh, okay. I'm gonna wait for the power to recharge. Right, got it. Got it. I prefer the power recharge than actually running out of bullets, right? And that's one thing. Like, I hate it when you run out of weapons in games, right? Like Breath of the Wild, man. I mean, I completed it, but I hated the fact that your weapons always broke, man. Even a Master Sword, you got it, and it had to like recharge and whatnot, man. And I've tried playing Tears of the Kingdom, but I'm never gonna play it. It's just gonna take too much time. So let's let that power build up. I don't know what that other button does. Again, guys, this is a really good system. Guys, actually, curiosity here now. What are you going to play this? Are you going to play this in handheld mode on an Analogue Pocket? Or are you going to play this via a TV on the Analogue Pocket? Or are you going to play this on a TV with a MiSTer? Because I know there's some people out there that they're the complete opposite to me, right? They will try and play this on a TV, no matter what. It's where they prefer to do their gaming. Again, nothing wrong with that, right? Choices. It's whatever works for you, right? Oh, that's kind of crashed there. So let's exit the call. And it's whatever works for you. Like for me, man, I love, one of the best things is like if I've had a long day or whatever, I've done all my stuff and I'm lying down in bed, and before I go to bed, I'm playing like a handheld, right? Analogue Pocket, the Switch, the Steam Deck, whatever. But let's say the Analogue Pocket here, many times I'm conking out, right? I'm falling asleep and I've dropped the Analogue Pocket on my face a couple of times, man. And yeah, or the Switch, and I'm like, yeah, I better go to sleep, right? So let's go out of here for now, guys. I'm kind of good, you know. I think we can probably stream for at least another hour till 11, so it can be quite long. So I can get a lot of your games in there. But try and write them in block capitals, guys. Try and write them in block capitals because then they'll stand out and I can scroll back and go in there. So what these betas, demos, revision, RGM. Okay, so in front of a TV, yeah, that some people are like that. See, I think because I've got kids in the house and they've overtaken the TV and everything, for me, my escape is playing those handhelds. But even before that, I've liked handhelds anyway. So okay. So these are all normal games. I haven't really spotted anything here that's not out. You know what's interesting? Let's see SNK versus Capcom supporter version, right? Let's see if that works. Unless this is the card battler game. Okay, you're gonna have to go through the motions again. Oh, Analogue Pocket with deck on stream. Okay. SNK Girls, yes, man, yes, absolutely. Masamune Kuma, okay, 100%. That is coming up. I was gonna start with that game, you know, but then I kind of went with Last Blade when we started the stream, didn't I? Okay. All right. So, what were we doing? What was it we were gonna load? I think we'll be on that. Right. Let's try this out first, and then we'll do the SNK Girl Fighters. Really like that splash screen. I think it's fantastic. Oh, this is the card one. I got happy there. I thought it was the fighting one. But again, look how cool this looks. Look, guys, I won't play. I'm not really into card games. If I was ever to play a card game, this would be the card game I would play because it's got characters in there that I like. It's got characters from the Capcom world. It's got characters from the SNK world, right? This would be the game. This would be the game that I would play without a doubt, right? Now, there's likely a translation out for it as well. Again, looks very cute. Looks Pokemon type, right? Yeah, that's me. Take me. Again, looks wicked. No idea what's going on there, right? I mean, the only thing I recognize in that Japanese text was that question mark. There you go, that question mark. That's all I can actually recognize. Match of the Millennium is a fighter. Yeah, that doesn't actually work, you know, that it didn't work. That kind of, yeah, a bit disappointed about that. But, you know, as this core matures, as it leaves beta, compatibility will increase on it, and that game will hopefully start working, right? Why do I keep getting a black screen? Let me try and load it from here now, right? So let's go back out. Let me just see if it does run. If not, we're going to have to go through that cycle again. Again, apologies for that, guys, but this is how it goes. But obviously, when you're not streaming, right, you're going to play games for a longer time. So it shouldn't be that as cumbersome as I'm making it seem, because we're chopping and changing a lot of games here, you know. You're going to play a game, you're going to think, wow, I'm really into this game. And you're like, you know what, I'm going to play this game for half an hour or whatever. So you're good. Whereas we must have done, what, maybe 20 games by now. So there's quite a number of games that we've done, right? Okay, either that's not working, or because the other one crashed and I've done it without going through the whole sequence. So let's do that lovely sequence again. I'll tell you, when I go sleep later on tonight, I'm going to be seeing that that kind of start up screen, right, and going through it and hearing the sounds from it. Cool. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, no patches. Oh, cool. All right, no worries, man. That's good to know. So let's go SNK Gal Fighter. Wicked. I remember the first time they did one. It was it Namco X Capcom on the PlayStation 2, and that was Japanese only. And I really wanted to play it, but then they released what was it? They released Project X Zone for the 3DS. I've got part 1 and part 2 actually, yeah, I didn't really get into them, man. They were too strategy as opposed to RPGs, so I never got into them. But yeah, it's nice seeing all those characters, right? It's nice seeing like Ryu, Akira, and like Jin from Tekken, all in the Virtua Fighter, Tekken, and Street Fighter characters in a row, like their flagship boys. So that was interesting. I always say to myself, well, I will play Project X Zone at some point, right? Because it seems like I want to play it just to see all the characters and everything that happens in there. So let's see. So this might be a no-go, you know. Maza, Muna, Kuma, this may well be a no-go. Oh, that's a good question, Chris's Retro Gaming. Are there special filters specific to NEO-GEO Pocket that you get with the cart filters? Hopefully we'll get, you know what, I'm really hoping we get an Atari Lynx Open FPGA core now, right? I mean, that'll be something, right? Let me try and reset it here. Do I get the white screen? No white screen. Nah, that's okay. So let's quit, let's go out, and let's try and run another game. Capcom, Namco, and Sega characters, yep, on 3DS. So I guess that was like an unofficial follow-up to Namco X Capcom Project X Zone, because it kind of fits, right? Right, let's go. So that didn't work. Sorry about that. Let's go. What do we is that? We must have got more games in Europe, man. Surely. Percy, Puzzle Bobble Mini. Oh, what Cool Borders Pocket, man. Let's give that a little whirl. We're gonna have to go through the whole thing again. Okay. Let's load that up again. And hopefully, over the weekend, I can try this out on the MiSTer as well. That will be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun having it on the MiSTer as well. Okay. Okay. So Masamuna, are the games that are working so far? Were they like the games that were compatible both on black and white and color, right? And is it the games that aren't working, are they only the color ones, right? Is that what's going on? Let's try some color exclusives now. I don't know if I can remember them, right? But let's have a look. Let's run this again. Okay, so yeah, I can't remember what's color only, right? So okay, what's something that's definitely not out for the black and white one, right? That's interesting. All right, okay. Actually, no, Sonic worked. I think Sonic's color only, right? By clicking the shoulder button. Skip this. Okay, just see. Try clicking the shoulder button. See if they. No, you have to go through the setup. You can't. No, we will try it. We'll try it, right? But I don't think you can do that. Let's have a look here. What's Dynamite Slugger? Let's try Dynamite Slugger. I've got no idea what this is. Nah, you can't. I'm pressing the shoulder buttons here, bud. You can't skip it. It said in the notes I got with this, it tells you that you have to go through this. But it tells you when you want to quit the game, quit the core, but you can actually just reset the system by pressing select. That works more often than not. So we're going to have to go core settings again, load cartridge and dynamite slugger. What? What is going on? Let's reset that. Okay. Okay, now, all right, okay. Well, what are some color exclusives? Let's try some color exclusive now, just to see if all of those crash. Then it may be okay that the ones that work on both work, but now we've got the color versions of them. Okay, so Last Blade works, dude. Last Blade works. We tried that one. So, Metal Slug 2, did it work? No, there was an issue with Metal Slug 2, and Gal Fighters didn't work, but Last Blade definitely worked. We can run that after. So we'll go Last Blade. I think he was more talking about the setup screen. You can definitely skip the boot screen though. You know, the splash screen that you get. You can skip that by just pressing a button. Come on, let me just run into the game, man. Oh, this looks so darn cute, man. Please let me be batting straight away. I'm not the biggest fan of fielding in baseball games, but the batting is definitely a lot of fun. Yeah. Hit me. Wow, that was fast. Well, 72 miles an hour, man. Wow. Okay. I'm going to be out. Oh, I got it. Oh, come on. No. Home run, baby. I'm out. All right. Come on in. I'm out again. I'm just hitting them straight up. Wow, 90. That guy really can throw, right? Ah, okay. That's that gone right. Let's go Last Blade again, because Last Blade, if that's color exclusive, that definitely ran, right? Here we've got Last Blade, Beyond the Destiny. Okay, we're not gonna. So you can skip it by pressing the B button or the 2 button, wherever it is, the button on the right hand side, right? But again, yeah, this is working. I played this right at the beginning, so that's good to know, right? I would have been disappointed if only the games that were compatible with black and white and color worked on the color, and the ones that were color exclusive didn't. But remember, guys, by tomorrow, Jotego may have updated this. So if he does release a beta tomorrow, it may be further along than what you're seeing here, right? Because I got this in the morning, like it was fairly early. It was definitely in the morning, you know. Not it was AM and not PM, right? I don't know kind of who to be here. Let's be her. She's. We'll go with the female lot this time. I think I picked the male character last time. Yeah, no, Sonic works, man. Sonic works. We did Sonic, so I just wanted to kind of have a look at this one again. So that's cool. Again, what a great game, man. This is such a great game on NEO-GEO. It's nice watching high-level matches of it as well, like on Fightcade replays. It just works. It works really, really well. So what's the parry here now? Nice soundtrack for this as well. Okay, instead of a dragon, she's got that kind of move. Okay, we got whacked out. Wow. Okay, so let's try and launch something else. That's cool. That's cool. Yes, Sonic worked good, dude. We ran Sonic. We done a. I think we even beat the first boss on it. We ran that for a few minutes. So what have we got here? Fatal Fury. That was probably something that worked on both. But sounds interesting. Cool Jam. Oh, King of Fighters round 2. I wonder if that's color only, right? I think that is color only. King of Fighters Round 2. Or I don't know, I can't remember. There was a King. No, it might not be. I think I played that on. I'm pretty sure I played that on the black and white version of the core. Banging soundtrack, man. Let me turn it up. Got to remember, it's low on this one. It'll go loud again for the next game, more than likely. But this is really good. Really good intro. Everything about this game is just fantastic. Yeah, Masamune, nothing's going down in price, right? I mean, okay. So what does happen sometimes with games, right? Is they crash when in attract mode, right? But when you run them, they're good. Let me see if I run it again. I just done a reset on the system. Is it going to run the game? Yeah. Okay. So let's just go. Where are you, Maya? Where are you, Maya? Here you go. Maya is here. We'll go for the girl team. Is there a female character I like? Is Vice in here? No, Vice isn't. So they gotta have. Okay, we'll go Rio. You know, it's looking good. That new Fatal Fury or the new kind of Garu Fatal Fury game, man. That's looking decent. They've given Terry his rising tackle is actually a Dragon Punch motion instead of a charge. So that's interesting to know. Yeah, no worries, already the retro gamer, man. Have a good night, buddy. It's getting late as well. I thought I might go until 11, you know, but definitely feeling a little bit tired, so I may end it even in about 20 minutes. We'll see how everything goes. Right, okay, so that didn't. What happened there? The game didn't start, right? Did we go into game and it didn't start? Let's see. All right, just go to single mode and hopefully something will. No, okay, interesting. Okay, so that's crashing out on us, man. Yeah, you know, I'm feeling pretty tired as well, man. I am feeling tired. I know the feeling, man. What time was I up? I was up at 5 a.m. and it's now 10 a.m. And yeah, I'm no spring chicken anymore, man. Let's run another game. Oh, we've done the Metal Slug ones. Let's see. Let me go. Let me look in some of the weird folders. See what is there for homebrew, right? Oh wow, there's homebrew stuff here. Okay, wow. Okay, there's a lot of homebrew stuff. Wow, I wasn't expecting this much homebrew stuff for it. Let's go through. Metal Slug, Cell Mission, Mr. Doe. Wow, there's quite a lot of stuff here. Pac-Man, public domain. I know Pac-Man didn't work earlier. Wicked. Laters, Ori. Laters, Ori, man. Take care. Oh. Sorry, guys. That one just went mad loud there a second. Right, okay. So we wanted Pac-Man, right? We didn't get the Pac-Man, but we've got a Pac-Man. Ah. Okay, I did the level. Wicked. Let's see what's next. For the public domain stuff, right? Okay, interesting. Wow, Robotron as well. Yeah, gonna have to give this a shot. I kind of got into Robotron on the Nintendo 64 called Robotron 2064. It was it's good. Oh, that is my character there, right? Okay. I don't know how to. Oh, okay. So when you press fire, it locks in one direction. Okay. Interesting. Okay, cool. Okay, Crashed out. Press it again. Okay, got a white screen. Let's see if we can. Interesting stuff, man. Wow, I really didn't think there'd be this many. Right, what's this? Uridium. Yeah, I didn't think there'd be this many homebrew games for it. That's actually quite fascinating. Okay, yeah, no, I remember. Thanks, bud. Masamuna. I remember that playing. I remember playing that on the black and white one. It ran for. Yeah, it ran good. Okay, this is. Yeah, I think I've had enough of this already. Okay, so maybe leave. Oh, let me have a look. Should really have a white screen. Hopefully, here we go. So right, load cartridges and okay. Oh wow, we've got an anime video. Should we actually? I don't want to copyright strike. 3D engine. Okay, we've got some videos here now. Hello, color by 4. Let's look at something that we know isn't going to be. Okay. Is this a video now or is this a demo? Yeah, we're looking at some homebrew stuff and whatnot, man. This is interesting. Oh, I'm playing Mr. Doe. I never one of my friends he's nuts for Mr. Doe, man. Like it is his favorite game. He just plays it all the time. I think he plays it via emulation. When he discovered emulation, he was like, "Yeah, man, this was my game." Guy's a few years older than me, so that's his game. But here you go. I mean, I do like cherries. It's you know, it is in my YouTube username or the channel name. So okay, that's enough from Mr. Doe. I kind of wanted to. I was kind of more interested in seeing a video, you know. Oh, absolutely, Ryan. This chord is going to be great. No doubt about it. I mean, it's very very good already. It's in a good state. Some of the stuff works really really well, and yeah, when the bugs get out of it, it's going to be even better, right? So, anime video. Oh, you know, did I chance it? Let me chance it. If it does, it might give me a warning saying you need to cut this segment out and whatnot. Let's see what this anime video is. Okay. Wow, that's the video. Okay. So we got a raunchy video on here. So this is where it goes, right? It's like you're my maid. Hello, how you doing? I'm gonna hug you from behind. Okay. That is the whole video though. It is just a loop running, right? Okay, I wasn't actually expecting a whole movie, right? Just for the record, right? I wasn't expecting a movie, but I may have expected a little more than that, right? What else is? What was this? So, guys, this ROM pack that I'm using is available on archive.org, man. So yeah, interesting. Oops, sorry, I've gone too far out now. Right, okay. Geo Pocket color. Where are we? What translations have we got? Okay. Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay. The Rockman one there. What else have we got? Did we look at hacks? Bubble box. I'm gonna have to look at it. I like bubble. I've got no idea what this is. Is it going to be just Puzzle Bobble again? It is just Buster Move, man. Oh, right, nice. Interesting. Okay, so that's just. I thought we were going to get something else, man. But we just got Buster Move. I don't know what the differences are in the hack. Cotton. Okay, again. What's this? Fighters for the street. Oh, that's card to increase the blood. Okay, so we've got hacks. Okay, interesting. Right. Royal Knights Gaiden. Okay, let's check that out. What is this? Could you do Denture to go? Yeah, of course, man. Thanks for the capital letters, man. See, that just stood out. As soon as I looked at it, that is where my eyes kind of locked onto. So, Denture to go. That's the train game, right? Oh wow, okay. Okay, Japanese only text game. Yeah, let's go Densha. Densha the Go, baby. Right, did we oh was it a Japanese game? It may have been Japanese, right? Densha the Go 2. Okay, cool. Here we go. Let's see if it runs. So I imagine you're saying that if as this would likely just be a color game, right? So cool. Let's see. If not, I'm gonna reset the core and go in it that way just to make sure, right? So that hasn't run. No problem. Let's quit out of this. And let's run it through its paces again. Go through that setup again, right? And see if it goes. I played Densha the Go on the Nintendo 64, man. It was interesting concept. Not really my game though, man. I've never really seen the fascination in playing a game about trains. But my kids, they play like the rail simulator. They really like this bus simulator. I bought them like the tourist one for Steam the other day. They're like riding a bus and they both play it together. Like one will be like the conductor, he's on the keyboard, the other's on the mouse doing all this stuff. Interesting watching them play together. And you got to take like bus fares and everything off your passengers, among other things. Right, let's see if this works. Oh, it is black and white compatibility as well, but it was rough on the NEO-GEO Pocket core. Okay, so we didn't initially get a start, did we? But now we got it. Okay, so we got some. I just saw some flickering there. Whether that was their original hardware, I very much doubt it. Right? Okay, arcade mode. We definitely got arcade mode because generally arcade mode you don't need as much text. Is that me or is something off there with the graphics, like in the middle of the screen? It doesn't seem right to me. Oh wow, Prime One, thank you so much, man. I'm here to your love. Quick question: how do I get Haunted Castle to work on the Analogue Pocket? All I get is credits after putting in a coin. Do you know what? The updater should everything do. The updater should do everything for you, right? So if it's not working, it might be worth. If you're not on Jotego's Discord, just ask me for a link in a comment or something, and I can give you an invite to the public side. Just leave a note there saying you can't get Haunted Castle to work, because it should work. If it's not working after you're running an updater, there might be some kind of issue with it, right? Because sometimes, unfortunately, when Jotego pushes updates, and I can tell you, if JT Friday, this Friday, there's a lot of updates in there. So I got the whole file, and the files, I've only taken out the NEO-GEO Pocket core. But guys, I'm talking like there's dozens, if not like 50 or 50 plus updates to lots and lots of different games. So do you know what might be an option? Hang out, hold out till Friday, see if the issue gets resolved with Haunted Castle. If it doesn't, then raise an issue on Jotego's Discord, just saying, look, this is my issue, and hopefully that will get resolved, man. I'm here to... Yeah, no, I thought there was a word missing there. Wicked. All right, let's run with this, but let's run with another game, because this isn't quite looking right to me, man. Oh, the controls are super. Yeah, no, that's cool. Mass, I wasn't intending to play it, man. So sorry. Just going back to Prime One. Yes, just wait till the Friday release. If nothing has changed Friday, just raise an issue with it, man. Jotego does have a lot of games he's working on, so sometimes I know when it comes to housekeeping. He'll go through phases where the team won't release anything for 2 weeks. They'll do a lot of housekeeping and bug fixes, right? And then there'll be a certain time where they're working on new stuff, so they won't have time to look at issues that have arisen with stuff. But do you like Haunted Castle that much? Yeah, I mean, I played it. I don't think too highly of it, but it is a Castlevania game, which means I'll definitely play it and try it out, right? Oh, wicked, cool. There you go, man. So, Prime One, there's an invite link to my Discord in the description of the video. Feel free to join it. You can actually ping Chris's Retro Gaming. He's there as a Terminator 2K2, and he's very, very helpful. Whenever he's around, he's very, very helpful. Himself, Big Al are two people that really do help me with the channel a lot. Sorry, I've reloaded that game. Let's go and. Let's go. We want that white screen, right? So let's go to core settings, load cartridge, and let's see if there's anything here, right? Oh, Pocket Love. Okay, that might be a simulator, right? Like those dating simulators. I've never played one. I got one free on PS Plus about pigeons dating humans or something. Just really, really weird. Never really been into them. So let's see what else have we got. So game series collection. Okay, best of list. Okay, this is really good. I like how these are put together. Okay, GameFAQs.net. Who remembers going on there checking stuff out? Okay, so Sonic, Card Fighters, Puzzle Link 2. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of puzzle games in here that are rated as the best. Amazing. Oh, okay, that works, yeah. Haunted Castle is working for you. Oh, okay. Puzzle game here. So I wonder what Prime One's issue is with that. Okay. Oh, do you know what else is a good thing to do, Prime One? Have a look at the alternatives version of the game. So sometimes if you do have an issue with a certain one, you may just be able to play an alternative version and play that, because usually with each release you've got, whether you've got the USA, the Japanese, different regions, and you've got like revision 1, revision 2, etc, etc. There might be a different version you can play right now. Oh, do you know what? I don't know why that happens sometimes. I don't know if that's OBS or something. It happens sometimes randomly with that. So let me put it down a little bit so it's not as noticeable. Thanks for that, Chris. I don't know how I need to resolve that. Sometimes it goes out, but I can't work out why. I mean, I've got my capture card that on the whole part does really, really well, but I don't know what it is. It's just a weird issue. Okay, but you know what? This game looks all right. Okay, card game. Oh, I'm digging the art style for this though. The art style for this is cool. I think I did actually play this before. Connect 2 targets with. Okay, this is an interesting twist on it, right? Connect and they vanish. Right, cool. Let's keep playing then. Oh, okay. No, I'm not playing. That's definitely not me playing. Ah, these can't. Why can't I connect? It's blocked. Okay. Okay, interesting concept. I can see why this is in the top 10 games. Wow, okay. Okay, let me play now. Okay, interesting. I'm not that good. They just make it. I imagine the first level's made very, very easy, right? Oh no. Okay. No. Okay. Okay, get the 2 Cs. Okay, that's interesting, man. Yeah, no worries. Do you know what? Just after this video ends, just shoot me a message. Or you know what? Let me try and get it for you now. Well, let me put something on the track mode, and I'll paste it in. I'll paste it in chat. Give me just a second. Let's go into Hopefully something that will give. I know Puyo Puyo is a game that's liked by many. I've never really played it too hard, right? Let me go. Let me just go and get you an invite to Jotego's Discord. Okay, right, here you go. Yo, Neo Severa, how you doing? Prime 1 or Prime -1. That's an invite to Jotego's Discord. So it's just the normal one, unlimited uses, and just accept it within 7 days. I didn't bother adjusting anything on there. So that should get you in there. Any issues you've got, you can kind of run. And also, thanks Big Al for actually confirming that it works. Okay, yeah, actually that's one of the delete the file for the game and run the updater again. Yeah, that's a good solution. Maybe try that first. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Right, okay, let's run a game, guys. I might just yeah, I might just end it in the next 10 minutes or so. I am actually feeling quite tired, man. One player versus computer. You may have heard me yawn a couple of times during the stream as well. I'm definitely going easy, man. And hopefully this isn't one that's like depending on colors. Hopefully I can play it right. Okay. I haven't got hard drop. I was trying hard drop in this thinking has it got that Tetris kind of thing, right? Okay, good. They are the same color. Oops, I should have rotated that around. Never mind. Okay, so there's 4. Okay, this is, yeah, I dig this. They've got like a Puyo Puyo versus Tetris as well, haven't they? That sounds interesting. Maybe I'll check that out at some point. Just need 4. Okay, so that's gonna go. Cool, interesting game. Cool. Let's see if we can get another red and link it. Yeah, here we go. Nice. Okay, I like Puyo Puyo. And I can tell the difference between the 3 colors that are coming up here. Super. Yeah, interesting. Oh, I could play this for a bit longer, man. Oh, is it, can you see a slur in there? Yeah. Okay, cool. I like your attention to detail, man. If you want to be super helpful, grab some screenshots and post them on Jotego's Discord. But just being like, look, you spotted all of these anomalies, right? I'm sure they'll be appreciated. So yeah, that's good. It might just be down it might be down to something or a particular thing that needs to be implemented that will resolve all these issues. This is kind of cool. So what wasn't color backwards compatible with? It was backwards. You know what we can do? Let's try something actually that we haven't. So before we end the stream, thanks Neo Severa. You've actually come out with a good idea, I think. So what we can do? Let's go back out, and I've got a folder on here with NEO-GEO Pocket games, right? The monochrome ones. So let's try and run one of them. Should be. Hey, oh, hold on, no. Have I got them? Let's have a look. Hopefully I have. I may not have. Let me. Oh, okay. NEO-GEO Pocket Color Right Assets. So I need to go into. Was it JT? I should have paid attention. Sorry, guys, I'm tired, so keep getting stuff right. JT. Ah, here we go. Right, so let's do JT NEO-GEO Pocket. Let's go common. So let's go. What is a game that is just black and white, right? It's not a color game at all. It's not something that's on both. Maybe something like this. NEO-GEO, any of these that might still be. I mean, Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. To be honest, yeah, I noticed that. I don't think it's meant. I don't think it's meant to be as a racist thing. It's just something that's in a different language. So, yeah, I don't really kind of see that. I mean, I always hear certain words that are very offensive in one language, but in a different language they mean something completely different. So, but yeah, I do get your point there. So, which one of these is just for the black and white, right? Oh, here we go. No, that's backwards compatible. So SNK NEO-GEO. Oh, there we go. I've got a folder here. Okay, so let's just go baseball stars. And let's see. Oh, Samurai Showdown. Yeah, okay, cool. King of Fighters round 2. Okay, I thought King of Fighters round 2 was one of the backwards compatible ones. I just want, but okay, so the black and white games are working. So I guess what you could do, you could let, I wonder if eventually the NEO-GEO Pocket core will get phased out. I imagine maybe when when the color core makes it public, it might be worth consolidating the two cores, because if this is running black and white and it's looking good on black and white, I don't see much point. I don't see an advantage in having a black and white core or having a NEO-GEO Pocket core and having a NEO-GEO Pocket color core. Sorry, yeah, we'll try Massa. We'll try a King of Fighters round 1. Let's see if that's in there. Hopefully I've got it in there. Oh, here we go. I have got it in here. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, so that's cool. You know, that's that. I think Neo Severo, that'll be a good call, right? To have that to one core to rule them all, because you know, why have two cores unless there's some distinct advantages, you know, with having a NEO-GEO Pocket and having a NEO-GEO Pocket color core. I personally think just having a color core that runs everything, and I like how these black and white games look. I like the art style. They look kind of cool. But do you know what, guys? I might just end it here. You know, this has got like a good kind of intro to it. So do you know what, everyone? Super appreciate. I've actually got time to do stream. I could even go on for like another hour and a half. But I'm just feeling tired, man. You know, where you're feeling tired, and the best thing you can do is go to sleep. And I think that is actually what I need to do now before I start effing up in a completely epic way, right? So guys, just gonna say thank you to everyone. Prime One, thank you so much for the super like, really appreciate it. Honestly guys, really do appreciate you dropping by. Really do like doing live streams. It's because I love engaging with you guys, and I don't read chat all the time. I do everything and I just end up running my motor mouth and talking random stuff, but I do pop my head over to chat and have a chat with you guys. And seriously, you guys are awesome. I love doing these live streams. So guys, have a good night, have a good day, good afternoon, wherever you are. Be awesome to one another. If you can support Jotego over on Patreon, I can't recommend it enough. And that is for my own personal reasons. I'm not financially affiliated with him, but the more support he gets financially, the more staff members he hires, the more he can invest in more FPGA gaming for us, right? So I'm always encouraging people to kind of join. Yeah, later random gaming moments, Wicked Chris Mullen Nights, Neo Severo, take care. But yeah, if you can join, wicked. If you want this core, it will be in beta hopefully tomorrow. All signs are looking good for a beta release, so maybe get yourself on that. But anyway guys, wicked, be awesome, and